Multiple people who live at a condemned Kalamazoo Township apartment complex spent the night away from home after an email sent by management confirmed issues already well known by residents and building inspectors for weeks, that the stairs and decks there are unsafe.
News 8 has been following this for weeks now, and Josh Sanchez on top of this story. He has an update now from the township and what people are doing to get by.
Late Wednesday night, some people who live at Wildwood off of Main in Kalamazoo Township were startled to find an email telling them that they had to leave their second floor apartments. The Kalamazoo Township supervisor tells me that management tried to get police involved. Yellow caution tape now joins the sea of red tags on doors that have been there for weeks since the start of the month, keeping people off the stairs that local building officials condemned weeks ago. Late Wednesday evening, this email was sent to residents saying an inspection confirmed what many already knew. Quote, the deck and stair system serving the upper level units are not safe and must be replaced. As such, residents occupying the upper level units must immediately discontinue use of the stairs and decks and vacate their units. It read in bold and underlined. People tell me an offer of hotel rooms for 4 days was made shortly after.
I'll be turning.
The email also discouraged people from moving furniture down the stairs due to safety concerns, but some movers braved the steps and landings as moving trucks were again around the complex. Joshua Carr is one of the fortunate ones, having just bought a house when the saga began.
And didn't even know they had taped the stairs off. They tried calling my phone but didn't make a second attempt. And I didn't check my email because that wasn't a priority last night. So I woke up to, hey, look at all this.
Though he leaves word for the neighbors who are still around and frustrated at the complex.
It was just very vague emails that kept getting sent, like, hey, we're working through the process, nothing updates, no goals or deadlines or anything like that.
Knowing that staff waited weeks just to get the same result from an inspector adds to the frustration. Down the road, Imani Seitzma is left wondering if lower units and townhomes are next.
So my son's no longer able to go on the balcony. We used to do homework on the balcony when the weather allowed, but that exists no longer. And he's 10, so he's able to read, so he reads all the signs up. So it's causing some anxiety for him as well.
Again, an email to the management company New Earth Residential was not returned by deadline, as well as a voicemail with the leasing office. We did see a property services company employee reviewing one of the staircases when we left. Supervisor David Combs tells News 8 an official with the Kalamazoo Area Building Authority told him this week that some work permits have been requested by the complex, but there's building frustration as leaders hear more from residents.
First, that the management company has engaged in blatant bully tactics. And has misrepresented information as to the renters' rights. They've also misrepresented what the township may or may not do or has the authority to do.
Combs says one example is that police got a 911 call from the complex after the email to vacate the upstairs units was sent out.
We at the township do not and will not enforce any evictions or forcibly remove anyone from their home at the complex, regardless of what the management company says.
Combs tells me that the township is focused on seeing those repairs done, but the township is getting concerned over how the complex has communicated with residents. We'll have more coming up at News 8 at 6. In Kalamazoo Township, Josh Sanchez, News 8.